Hello, good morning, and welcome, or welcome back to Yarn Tea and Books, the Frog at Yarns podcast. My name is Tasha, and along with my husband, we are the owners and dyers and drivers of Frog at Yarns hand-dyed yarns, and we have a mobile yarn truck. So all of the information for where you can find our yarns is always found down below. Welcome back this week. It's been a busy one. We've been busy. We'll get into all of that. So settle in, grab a cozy cup. For Mug Watch this week, we have a mug by Claymonster Pottery. I was feeling the spring vibes. So she does all of her mugs are monsters. I'm not going to be able to tilt it too far, but he's got eyes here and he's got a row of teeth like down in further. There, you can kind of see the teeth. I'm having a mug of Earl Grey. This is my second cup of tea of the morning. And yeah, grab a mug yourself, grab a cozy beverage, and let's get into it. Put that over there so it stays warm. Yeah, it's been a busy week. I don't have any FOs. Let's start with FOs that I've finished myself, but we had some more samples come in. So first, and I did show this on our Instagram, this is the Rib Welt Cowl by Sweater Freak. So it's got like the welting that way, and then the other half is ribbing. This was made by our dear friend Aquila, who is a lefty knitter. She also has a podcast on YouTube. I will link her below. And this is held using one strand each of our yak fingering and our yak fluff, and the color is deep pink. And I love this little split here because it just sits nicely on your shoulders and just spreads out a little bit. So that came in. That'll be on the truck. The Traveler Cowl, I did show this last week, but it is all sewn up and Mr. Frogget loves it. So this is the Traveler Cowl by Andrea Mowry, and this was made in our Rambouillet DK, our 100% American Rambouillet wool, non-superwash, and this color is Cranberry Bog. So that came in, and then we got a special sample in, but along with it, we got this sample. This is the Big Squish hat by Rachel Keener. She designs for us quite a bit. We've got a few of her designs on the truck, and she used our Cozy DK, which is Boucle, and then a skein of DK as the contrast. I think she used the color Fireflies as the contrast. So it's an all over brioche hat, and you can find this on Ravelry. It just took, I think she said she had enough to make 2 hats. So don't quote me on that, check the pattern, but the pattern is on Ravelry. It's called Big Squish, and it is nice and squishy. So that'll also be on the truck. Lots of samples. We have one more sample, but I'll show you that when we get to that, that portion of the podcast, because I don't want to spoil it. So that's it for FOs as far as samples for the truck. I haven't finished anything. It's been a crazy week getting the truck ready for our upcoming show. We are about 95% ready. The truck, all the yarn is in the truck. We have a last few minute kits that I'll show you to put in the truck. And I have to get the samples organized and relabel them, pull all the samples out because I don't leave them in the truck over the winter, and get their labels put back on and refresh and see what we're going to put back in and what we're not. With all the new samples, some of them will have to come back out. So let's move into whips. I was able to put a good amount of work into my Douglas Cardi this week. So the last time I showed it we were down here. We had barely started the pink. I have since added the pink, another section of mahogany, and I just finished this last section of fresco. So I'm ready to start this color again. So there's my hem and there's the body. It's coming along nicely. I'm loving the way the colors are playing together. Like these kind of fade and then you get that pop of pink. So love that. I've got my little spring frog holding a daisy on there. That's from the Littlest Charm Co. So I was able to get a good amount of work put in on my Douglas Cardi, which is good. I'm still working on my February Christmas socks. I did get the heel and I'm almost to the toe on the first sock. I still have to put the heel on the second sock. But that's not a big deal. I can do a heel in an evening while I'm watching a YouTube video. So that's my Christmas socks. That was Holly Press Fibers, and the colorway is In a Flurry. That's can all be found on previous episodes. Last knitting whip, I started my full-size sample of my shawl design. So it's not much, but I have started the full-size sample. Oh, it's upside down. Let's go this way. The full-size sample. So here's the top. And then there's the point. I just started the second color, which is Inverness from our Scotland collection. I love this color. So yeah, it's coming along nicely. I've only had to rip it back out once, and I'm just taking lots and lots of notes every time I change something or get an idea to do something a little different. The last whip I have is a spinning whip. So last year for my birthday / our wedding anniversary, Mr. Froggett treated me to my first e-spinner. So this is an Ashford e-spinner 3. And I absolutely love it, but I don't spend nearly enough time spinning on it. I have a spinning wheel right there. That's a Shacked Ladybug. I also have a Kromsky Sonata, but that is on loan currently to a friend. But I was spinning just some natural colored Shetland, and I just got kind of bored with all the cream. So I pulled out this beautiful fiber from my stash. My e-spinner lives on this little rolling cart. So this is super, super, super deep stash. I used to be in the Spunky Eclectic Fiber Club. This is South African Fine in the colorway Istanbul Sunset. And I actually have 3 4-ounce bumps of it. So I've got 12 ounces of it. I thought I had more, but I may have to dig deeper. I thought that I bought extras. You had the opportunity in this club, once you got your original shipment, to buy extra. And I thought I did. I thought I bought enough for like a sweater. I can only find 3. Either way, I'm just doing a fractal spin. So I'm splitting each 4-ounce bump in half, setting one half to the side, and then taking that other half and splitting that in half again, and then spinning those end to end as one ply, and then spinning the other full half from end to end as the other ply. And then when I ply them together, you'll get that lovely spin cycle-esque yarn. The colors will change. This does not have a lot of color, so it is going to be a very gradual change. But I just think the colors are so pretty. So that's my spinning whip. Yeah, I just need to spend more time with my e-spinner and get better at it. I don't spin a lot, but when I do, I enjoy it. So that takes us into shop news. For shop news, there's a lot to talk about. Okay, so editing Tasha here because I completely forgot to talk about our LLS color. I promised you I would give you the details, and kickoff is March 11th, so you need details. So our LLS color for a cure. This is our fundraising color for our LLS campaign. We are raising money to donate directly to the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. And I've already shared our why, but basically it's because Mr. Froggatt had cancer at a young age when we were brand new parents, and we were lucky. He did not need treatment after his surgeries. The cancer was removed, it didn't spread, and we know that for thousands upon thousands of other cancer patients, that is not the case. So we were nominated. So we are running a fundraising campaign. This yarn will go live March 11th at 8 a.m. on the website. A portion of every skein sold, a portion of the sales will go directly to our campaign. The campaign lasts for 10 weeks. So March 11th is when it starts, and you can donate directly to the campaign if you don't want the yarn. I will leave the link in the description box. Excuse me. Or you can buy the yarn, and like I said, a portion of every sale will go directly to the campaign. March 11th to May 21st. May 21st is the last day that we can accept donations, because May 22nd is the end. And so donations have to be in before that date. So 10 weeks to get this color, and then it goes away. I will not be bringing it back in as a regular color. It's for this only. It was created for this campaign only. We will have it at shows. We get to do 4 shows during the campaign period. So we will have it at Nash with us. We will have it at Frederick Fiberfest in April. We will have it at Yarn Centric in May, and we will have it at the Central Pennsylvania Fiber Festival also in May. And then after that, our last 2 shows, we won't have it because it'll be after the period of fundraising. So that's the LLS color. You can get it starting Tuesday, March 11th. Tuesday, March 11th through May 21st only. When we bring it to the shows, we will only have it on fingering and DK. On the website, there will be multiple other options, but we're just going to streamline it for the shows and only bring it on those 2 bases. And if you want it on a different base, you'll have to get it on the website. So I just wanted to pop back in here, add this little clip in because I completely forgot to add that to my notes and talk about it. So I hope that you will be able to help us raise money for this amazing cause. I will also link all of the other dyers that are part of the Dyer Collective. They are on my team to raise money, so they are also going to have their own special color, and they will have it at their shows and on their websites for the 10-week period. So they will be Rising Tide Fiber Co., 29 Bridges Studio, Cesium Yarn, At Haynes House Yarns, Terrapin Fiberworks, and Marionated Yarns. So all 6 of those are on my team. They're all dyeing a special color, and you'll be able to get it either at any shows that they're at or also on their websites. And I will link everybody down below in the description. So I hope that you'll join us and help us raise some money for this great cause. So we have Nash Yarn Fest coming up March 14th and 15th. I know last week I said April. I did try to change it in the in a pop-up, but it is March 14th and 15th in Nashville, Tennessee. We are bringing 2 exclusive kits with us. We've been working with designers. We've been working with Kelsey to make charms, and we will have 2 exclusive kits debuting that weekend. They will also be available on the website for pre-order on the 14th. So if you can't come to Nash Fest, you won't miss out. You'll be able to get your kit online. So the first kit, we did a knit kit and a crochet kit. And I apologize for the crinkle. I'll try to be good about the crinkle. So the knit kit has 2 skeins of the Enchanted Forest colorway on DK and 5 50s. So we have pressed petals, tobacco leaf, olive tree, abyss, and blackberry. So that's the knit kit. All of that, and that makes this shawl. And you guys, I asked Rachel. So Rachel Keener, who is Paisley Pearl Yarn on Instagram. I think she's also Paisley Pearl Yarn on Ravelry. She has designed for us a few times. I asked her when we reached out to her and asked if she would like to do this, and she said, yes, I'd love to. And I said, I want a big squishy shawl with texture and like interest. So that was all I told her it had to be, was big and squishy. So she did amazing. Look at this. There's some mosaic knitting. There's lots of texture. There's even little bits of brioche, which I'm so glad I have the sample because I hate doing brioche. And it just goes. So we've got tobacco leaf. And then in between, she's got the Enchanted Forest colorway. That leads us into olive tree, which leads us into abyss, and then into blackberry, and then finally ending with pressed petals. So it is big. I'm not even going to be able to show it all. It's super squishy. I love just having it draped over my shoulders. Look at that. It's so lovely and soft. Yeah, I love it. She did such an amazing job. So that is the knit kit. This is called the Enchanted Forest Shawl. You need the whole kit to make it. And yeah, so the kits are already kitted up. They only come in that colorway. But if you're on the truck and you decide those are not your colors, you could certainly mix and match. We have a section of 50s in various other colors. So you could definitely make it your own. But yeah, that's the Enchanted Forest shawl. I'm going to take it off because I know that I'll have a heat flash. The second shawl is a crochet shawl, and this is called the Bramble Wrap. Now, I don't have the actual shawl. I'm hoping that it's in the mail and on its way to me, but I did get pictures, so I'll pop them in right here of the Bramble Wrap crochet by, she is by Gwen Designs on Instagram. And so she used this is fingering weight. She used 1 skein of the Enchanted Forest and 3 of the colors. So she was able to choose what she wanted as far as the kit. We gave her the full-size kit. She had all 5 of these and she had 2 of these. But it is, I mean, if you saw the picture, it's so ethereal and, I mean, it fits the Enchanted Forest theme. It's amazing. I cannot wait to see this shawl in person, to have it. So that's the crochet kit. As an added level of fun, we will have very limited sets of Enchanted Forest stitch markers, progress keepers, and they're going to be hard to show. So Kelsey from the Littlest Charm Co. She's been working on these since last October, and she made a knit set. So this frog has 2 knitting needles. You get a random color mushroom, and then you get the frog holding a couple of mushrooms. So that's the knit set. And then the crochet set has the same mushroom frog and mushroom, but the other frog has his little crochet hook. We will only have a limited number of sets of these with us on the truck. These will not be available on our website that weekend, but they will be available on Kelsey's Etsy shop. She has agreed to open her shop and sell those sets for the people who are ordering online. So I will link her below, and they will also go live on her shop on the 14th of March. So you can get your kit, you can get your charm set, and then you can go to Ravelry and get your pattern. So that's our big reveal for Nash Fest. We're very excited. We've been working on this, like I said, since last fall, and it's finally coming all together, and I'm so excited. I cannot wait to see the crochet shawl when it gets here. I've seen the pictures, and it's just so magical. Oh, it looks beautiful just for that alone. So that's all about Enchanted Forest. We have a new colorway, you guys. I was playing around with, actually, this was born out of testing for our April book pick. And our April book pick, it has a very dramatic cover. And so I was playing around, and this was the first batch. It didn't, for me, it wasn't what I wanted for the book cover, but it is beautiful. So this is our newest color, Romantasy. This is on our DK base. Here it is on fingering. Oh, I just love it. And here it is on worsted. This is up on the website now on multiple bases. That is Romantasy. One of my favorite genres to read. Yeah, so that's our newest color. I am going to let you guys in on a little secret for April's book. I want to kill my stack of books. So, April's club goes live March 15th. So, if you're watching this on the day it comes out, Saturday, March 8th, next Saturday, April's club goes live for pre-order. We will be busy at Nash Fest that day. But I wanted to give you a little preview as to what our book is going to be, and then show you the book charm, because this came together so great. So our book for April is Phantasma by Kaylee Smith. Now, I just have to tell you, this book cover is so dramatic. So this was, again, first attempt, and it just wasn't hitting it. It's gorgeous, but I wasn't in love with it. It took 3 tries to get it to where I wanted it to be. It's just, this has been on my TBR for quite a while now. And when I sent Kelsey the book pick for April, she was ecstatic because it's a book she's been wanting to read. So let me show you the matching charm that will be available when you pre-order your yarn. You guys, I cannot even tell you the level of detail. The locket, she put black pages in. The locket even extends above, and then on the back there's a rose with all this glitter. It's just stunning. All the roses, the skull, there's glitter. So that's our April charm. They sell out quickly. So if you're wanting one, add it to your order when you pre-order your yarn, because I'm not increasing anymore. I don't want to tax Kelsey, and I only get a certain number, and I already increased it. So that'll be that, but it's so good. It's so good. Actually, one of my favorites. They're all amazing, and I love every book that she does, but that one, she really hit it out of the park with just the detail. So that's April's book pick. Last thing for shop news is the yarn that we had on clearance. So our Targhee Fingering non-superwash, our Blended DK non-superwash is now off the website. We have moved it into the trailer to take to the shows to try and help move it. So it's off the website, not available on the website for now. It's in the trailer. The Polworth Silk Sport is still on the website in the clearance section. So that is still up there. They're $25 a skein. It's a beautiful blend of 85% Polworth and 15% silk. And it is an amazing base. So $25 a skein is a steal. So that's it for shop news. Yeah, that's it for shop news. Let's move on to book chat. So book chat, I finished our March book, A Study in Drowning. I did originally start this in the physical copy, but you guys, the font, I don't know if you can tell. It's really tiny. It's close together, and it's not as black as I'd like it to be. So it kind of, when I'm reading at night, it just was kind of blending into the pages. So I grabbed the audiobook version of it. It was available on my Spotify, so I didn't have to pay anything for it. And I loved it. The narrator's really good. She brings this like dreamlike quality to the story. It is YA, so it's not spicy at all. There's a little bit of steam, but no spice. But it is a very beautiful book, beautifully written. I gave it 4 stars on my Goodreads. I had a good time. There's a second one coming later this year, and I look forward to it. I'll grab a copy and definitely read it, but this was good. We're talking about it in the Discord, which is always linked below, and I'm interested to see if you all are liking it as well. I know my friend Melissa said she grabbed a copy, and yeah, so it's a good one. I like that. So I finished that. I'm currently listening to Goldfinch. This is the last book in the Plated Prisoner series, and I've been waiting for this to come out. I used my credit on Audible to pre-order it because I love the narrators. So even though I have the physical copy, I could have started reading it right away. I listened to the whole series on audio, so I really wanted to end it because I love the narrators. So this is really good. I'm loving this one. For my physical read, I finally am into A Language of Dragons by S.F. Williamson. I'm about 47 pages in, and let me tell you, this is a standalone as far as I know. This takes off from literally page 2. The action starts at the very beginning. So I'm having a great time. I've got to chapter 4 just last night. So yeah, loving that one. Yes. And then, yeah, like I said, Phantasma is our April book pick. I will start that either at the end of March or the beginning of April as soon as I finish my audiobook and my other book. I have a few other books I want to read in March. I didn't discuss my March TBR with you yet. So let me grab the books that I want to read in March, and I'll be right back. Okay, so for the rest of March, I finished our March book pick. So that was on my list, and Goldfinch was on my TBR list. The other 3 that I have on my TBR list are Trial of the Sun Queen by Nisha Tooley. Book 3 of the Tomes and Tea series. These are cozy fantasies. So fun. I finished book 2 in February, and I was so excited to grab this one, Tea You at the Altar. So that's book 3. I love that series. And then if there's time, I want to read The Ever King by L.J. Andrews. This is a duology as far as I know, and I think it takes place in the same world as the Broken Kingdom? Bridge Kingdom? No, Broken Kingdom. I don't know. It takes place in the same world as another series, but you don't have to have read that from what I can tell. So this is 2 books, The Ever King and The Ever Queen, I think. So that's the other books on my March TBR. And I think that might do it, folks. I think that's the end of the episode. We are just going to be busy, busy, busy. Next Saturday, the 15th, there will not be a regular sit-down podcast because I won't have time to film. We leave Wednesday morning for Nashville, and I film on Thursdays. So I've already put together a fun studio vlog where you're in the studio with me. We're dyeing up the Enchanted Forest kits. We're packing them up, just giving you a peek behind the scenes. So that'll be next Saturday's video. It'll be just a studio diaries type of vlog. So I hope you enjoy that. I do plan to film our trip and film at the show for a little festival vlog to bring you when we get back. That'll just be an additional episode that I might publish like middle of the week, something like that. And yeah, so are we going to see you at Nashfest? If not, don't forget, you can still get your Enchanted Forest kit starting on March 14th. The listing's already up. It's ready to go. It'll go live at 8 a.m. on March 14th, so you won't miss out. And then you can go grab your pattern and your charms because they're super adorable. And are you also reading our March book pick, A Study in Drowning? If you have read it, I'm interested to know what you thought about it. Let's talk below, or you can chat on Discord. Or if you are reading it, what are your thoughts so far? And who's excited for April's book pick? I know Kelsey was super excited. She was really hoping Phantasma would make the cut. And I'm excited to read it. Like I said, it's been on my TBR for a while now. So I'm excited to get into that. So that's all I have for you this week. I have a lot of stuff to do. I have samples to fix. Yeah, got to get the trailer ready. Got to be ready to go. So next week there's a studio vlog. We will be taking pictures and posting all throughout the festival down at Nashville. So if we see you there, please come and say hi if you're going to be there. We'd love to meet all of our friends at the festivals. That's one of the biggest reasons that we enjoy the festival so much, is we get to meet all of you. So come and say hi if you're going. If not, I will see you the following week for a regular episode where I will chat with you about the festival and maybe share some acquisitions if I get any. I'm trying to do low buy. But anyway, all that to say, I hope you have a great, great week. I hope that, take care of yourself, take care of each other, get excited for April's book, and don't forget to grab your Enchanted Forest kit. And until next week, same time, same place, but it'll be a vlog, I will see you then. Happy making and have a great week. Bye-bye.